Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. We are thrilled to kick off this exciting AMA session with Dimi Baitanciuc, CEO of Brizy Builder, where we will be delving into the topic, the future of page builder after the full site editing. Our special guest is Dimi, bring a wealth of experience and insight into the evolving landscape of website development and design. He is a prominent figure in the WordPress community with a UI UX design background. He co-founded Brizy to revolutionize the website building experience. As we navigate through the impact of full site editing on page builders, so Dime will share his perspective and vision for the future as a owner of the Brizy Builder. To our audience, the floor is yours. Feel free to ask Dimi your burning questions by dropping them in the chat. Firstly, Dimi, a warm welcome. Thank you for joining us today. We are eager to delve into this important topic with you.
Awesome. Thanks, Danish. Hello, everyone. I'm excited and glad to be here. Let's talk more about this full site editing in WordPress. I have some opinions about it, so we'll delve into those as well. I'm Dimi Baitanciuc, as Danish said. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Brizy. We are, for those that maybe are not familiar with Brizy, we are a website WordPress builder. Actually, we are a multi-platform WordPress builder. We have multiple solutions, not only in WordPress, but we have our own managed cloud. We are working on a Shopify Brizy as well. But we are here to discuss mainly about the WordPress part of Brizy. I think you did a great introduction, Danish, for me. So thanks for that. We can start with the agenda, let's say.
Yeah. So Dimi, first of all, I would like to could you discuss the impact of full site editing on website creation and customization, and how do you see full site editing influencing the way websites are built and customized using page builders, like as you said, Brizy Builder?
Mm-hmm. I think Gutenberg in general and full site editing more recently, let's say, have a significant impact, right, in the way that that content and the websites, especially WordPress websites, are created. I think the block-based design was a very good idea to migrate from an older way of doing things to the block-based design. Brizy works on the same concept, a block-based concept, and I think this brings an ease of use, as an ease of understanding for the users on how the websites are built. Making it more visual is a better user experience. This I think was a plus to go into this direction than before. And with full site editing, this was a part for WordPress that was not resolved, right? The possibility to do site-wide customization, right? Global colors, global fonts. So this is a good step forward to give this power to the Brizy user, to the WordPress ecosystem and the WordPress users. This is the good part. I have a sort of a gray part and this is my opinion. I think this is a good progress, and as we are moving forward, everything will be probably improved and done better. I think there is still a lot of work until Gutenberg and the full site editing will be on equal footing with the custom WordPress page builder or website builder solution. So there is still some work to do there. But I have a more fundamental concern, let's call it, not necessarily an issue, but an inner concern. I think that Gutenberg and the full site editing is still built on this paradigm that is a bit old, the backend paradigm, right, in WordPress. I think WordPress is in dire need of a vision, of a rethinking of the backend, the admin. That is I think that is paramount, because that is very old, and everything that is built on top of it, the Gutenberg and the full site editing, is built on that infrastructure, on that design, on that UI. Everything is built on that, and it might be, in my opinion, a bad foundation for what's to come, because I think that having that paradigm there in the back end, and with that design and that UI and that structure, might handicap some decisions that can be bolder on where Gutenberg and the full site editing goes. So this is one of my concerns, and I'm not sure if WordPress is working on it, or if it's planned to work on it. From my last check on the roadmap, that is not in the works for this year. But I think that is something very important to address, because that is the foundation on everything that will come for Gutenberg and full site editing, and this is something that definitely needs to be worked on and improved.
Thanks for your perspective. And could you highlight the challenges and opportunities that full site editing presents for the page builder? How do you anticipate Brizy and similar platform navigating these challenges while leveraging the opportunities brought by the full site editing option?
Mm-hmm. There are some challenges and some opportunities, and some of them can be also challenges and also opportunities. I'll go through some of the ideas. For example, an overlapping features, right? So, for example, we're offering in Brizy, or other page builders are offering some features that are not right now in full site editing or even in Gutenberg, for example. And these overlapping feature users, for example, might find less need for external solutions, right? For Brizy, Elementor, or other page builders or other website builders, as full site editing becomes more powerful, especially for those that prefer using the native tools, right? The native WordPress, and not dabble into other plugins and managing everything. And maintenance is another point, right? Maintenance of multiple solutions. If you have not natively full site editing and also have Brizy installed, or other page builders or other solutions, we might see a drop in user base for the page builder. And the important word here is might see, not necessarily. But as full site editing adoption increases and it becomes more powerful, the maintenance of multiple solutions might be something to consider in the future. As opportunities, there is the learning curve and user experience. And this is something that can be an opportunity or a challenge, but I look at it as an opportunity for Brizy, especially because this is something that is at our foundation, and it's something Brizy is known for: a very low learning curve and a great user experience. And if you want to attract the users that prioritize ease of use and efficiency, this learning curve needs to be very, very low, and you need to have a great user experience in using the tool. I think an opportunity would be a better customization for Brizy and other page builders. So, for example, offering more complex elements, more options, more features, I don't know, animations, better templates, things like this. This, I think, will be an edge advantage that page builder already have, and it will be a good opportunity for page builders to stay relevant, let's say, or stay in the race. And as an opportunity, I also see better integration for full site editing. So, for example, a page builder, and this is something we are looking into as well, but is an ongoing discussion, because Gutenberg and full site editing is still in development, and it will change drastically probably in the next months and years. And better integration between the tools. I'm not sure exactly how that will look, but this will be an opportunity for page builders to be relevant and to stay to be used, and to have a better integration between Brizy, for example, and full site editing. What I would like to say here to conclude is, I think that everyone will. It's not a I've presented sort of as a race, but it's not necessarily a race, because I think the table is so big that everyone will have a seat on the at the table, and but the ones that will thrive will definitely need to have, in my opinion, ease of use and the user experience at the core of the product. Yeah.
So in a discussion like about how page builders will evolve in the full site editing era, what insights can you share regarding the direction that page builders like Brizy will take to adopt and innovate in response to the change brought by
Mhm.
full site editing?
Look, if you want to stay relevant and competitive, you always need to evolve and adapt, and this applies not only to our business, to our website building business, but to any field out there, right? You need to be in tune with everything, with the new technologies, with and you need to be agile enough to evolve and adapt in order to be relevant. If we are looking, and it's very interesting, if you're looking back a bit, maybe, I don't know, 20 years, if you look back 20 years when the websites were, everything was hand coded, and you basically, I don't know, to do a 4-page website, you needed to code, like do design, do the
Yeah,
coding, and do the like a 2-3 weeks project. uh, that was a stepstone, right? And then we moved to, if you remember, we moved uh, to the backend builders. If you remember, when you dragged in the backend of WordPress, you drag those blocks and you modify the blocks, and then always you needed to refresh and go to the front end to see what you did. So that
yeah,
was another stepstone. And now we have this stepstone with the visual part. So everything is what you see is what you get, editing everything visually. So all these stepstones are basically evolving and adapting to the technology and to where industry goes. And in my opinion, the next stepstone, and we'll discuss a bit probably more about this in the next minutes, for the process of evolution and adaptation, would be the AI and the language models. This I think will be the next stepping stone. AI, I think, will be a big part of and will change the industry drastically in the next years.
so and could you please share some functionalities or features that Breezy plans to offer in order to adapt the full site editing? How does Breezy intend to differentiate itself and
Mhm.
meet the demand of like full site editing users?
Mhm. This was a great segue, because I ended the last answer with AI, and
Yeah.
I think I think AI will be a big part of our strategy going forward. I think this will be crucial. Of course, we will double down on what Breezy is known for: the ease of use, a great user experience, and top-notch design. This is something that we'll always have in mind, and we'll continue to extend and improve things more advanced, like custom options, functionalities, and for example, expand the team building capabilities that we already have in the Brizy Builder. So these are uh, three of the main points we'll tackle going forward.
We also wanted to like know about AI as you are integrating AI with the page builder. I saw some of the post of
Mhm.
your builder. So could you please describe like what's in the pipeline and what we will see in the future with the Breezy builder related to AI, like how you are going to leverage AI with your builder and how it will benefit the users, the
Mhm.
designers. So please elaborate on this as well for the audience.
Yeah, of course. Right now, we already have AI capabilities inside the builder. So basically, you have the ability to generate content if you are already inside the builder. This is something that we already have. And what we launched recently, but this is not something related to WordPress yet. We are working on that, and we are looking into how we can bring that functionality, the AI building capabilities inside the Brizy WordPress. We've already built and launched, actually, recently, Brizy AI, but that is only available for our Brizy Cloud platform. right now, that lets you build based on a couple of inputs. The AI builds for you a website with relevant content, images, and everything of that sort. We're working right now, for example, just to give you some small inside information. This is not yet public, but we'll share it here with you. We are building now an option that, of course, that will come to WordPress as well in the future, where we are simplifying this process of input from the users to one step. So, for example, we are building the first step where you'll need to give the AI your business, and if that business has a presence on Google My Business APIs, so if that business is present on Google, which I don't know many businesses that are not present on Google in order to exist, we leverage the Google My Business APIs, and we are feeding all the information from directly from your business to create a website for you. So it will be a website that will be 100% based on real information that you already provided to Google. So that is an interesting feature. All this package we are looking into ways to bring it to Brizy WordPress. There are some difficulties there because in WordPress we are controlling only the plugin part. We're not controlling the infrastructure part. And this is why we chose to do it in Brizy Cloud first, because we are controlling the entire package, the infrastructure, and also the builder. But we are looking into ways to bring it to WordPress, and I think it will be something very cool. We're very excited about it. I think this will be the future of building websites.
Cool. And what would you say about like page builders? Not only Breezy, like all the other page builders that are available up in the market. Like, what would be the future of these page builders after the full site editing? Either they eliminate from the industry, and those who are using these builders and creating websites on it, what would be the future for those users who are using page builders like Breezy and other, and like how full site editing affect either positively, negatively. So what you have in your mind?
I think AI will definitely need to come to full site editing in a way or another, because if they don't consider this, it will be something that will be not that good. So basically, you need to consider this emerging technologies right now, and the website building industry will continue to evolve with together with these technologies that are coming up, right? So the AI part is a big, of course, obvious and big, because as you can see, anywhere you go right now, it's AI, right? So everywhere.
Yeah.
And not only in website building, in other industries as well. I think it might be interesting to follow the AR and VR the part of things. This might be very interesting to follow and see what impact will have on our industry, because there are some ideas and there are some things interesting for AR and VR as well. Accessibility tools, again, these are features that are very important. Websites that are usable by all the people, all the people, including those with disabilities. And another thing that I think is very important for the, I don't know, maybe the future, let's call it, or the next the medium future, I think it's important the integration with other digital goods. So, for example, us living in this interconnected world, I think it's very important to have the platforms you are working on interconnecting, right? I don't know, a very top of the mind example will be, I don't know, marketing integrations inside the builder, or and I think this is important to be, because how users are using the different tools out there, given that they are and we are seeing this a lot on our support and on our discussions with the community, you want to use tools that are integrated, because it will be easier for you to create your websites and your solutions, right? Uh, Again, the future, I think it's the user experience. And actually, if you think about it, it never changed, right? It always was about the user. It always was about making everything easier, have a better user experience. But the the trick here, or the interesting part, is to be in tune and to be agile enough to adapt to the new technologies that are coming in, and trying to leverage those to make the experience and the user journey, let's call it, even easier than it is right now. So I hope that touches on.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's truly insightful, like to hear your perspective, Dimi. Now let's turn to our audience for their
Yes.
questions. Remember, you can submit your questions in the chat. We already have two questions in the chat. We will discuss those questions as well. And let's start with the first question. So the first question is from the person name is let me jump on the question first. So the person name is Satoshi. So the question is, as a small business owner looking to revamp my website, I am curious how full site editing will impact my ability to maintain branding consistency across different pages, and how does Breezy Builder address this concern?
Um, I would be very honest. I have not that great experience with Satoshi with full site editing, but I know they have built in some global colors and global typography there. I know that they have some options, and probably the full site editing will be made even better by the community, right? By the teams and the developers that will develop around these features that WordPress are launching, like full site editing and the global colors and typography. How Breezy does this, and it does it in a I think in an excellent way. Actually, I would encourage you to test it, and you can test it for free, because Breezy WordPress, you can download it for free from the WordPress repository. We have at the foundation, everything is built on a global colors and global typography functionality. So, for example, when you're adding a block or any element on the page, you can select any text or any element to be of a certain global color, or of a certain global font that you can set from Breezy. And when you change that from the global functionality, the
For the entire website.
yeah, the entire website will
Hmm.
change in terms of typography and colors. I encourage you to use it. I think you'll find it very interesting and easy to use. And we have a
Hmm.
lot of documentation on how you can use that.
Perfect. So the second question is, the person is saying, "Hey Dimi, as a long-time WordPress users, I am curious how Breezy plans to integrate with the new full-site editing features. Will we still have the same level of control over our designs?"
Mhm. Um, it's very interesting. I would love to give you an answer here, but the truth is that I don't know yet how Breezy will integrate with full site editing yet. There are still discussion going. The what I can tell you 100% is that no matter how that integration will look in the future, you will be able to have the same level of control on your designs, because we will not we no matter how that integration looks, we will not pass the editing only to full site editing features, but you'll be able to edit the designs and the blocks and everything you are creating. You'll be able to edit it with Breezy as well. So the level of control doesn't change. The integration between Breezy and the full site editing features, that remains to be seen, because it's an ongoing discussion, and it's something that is not very clear how it will be implemented yet.
Okay. So the next question is from Elena, and she's asking, like, as FSE becomes more prevalent, So, do you foresee a shift in the role of traditional page builders plugins, or do you think they will continue to play a significant role alongside FSE?
Mhm. Yeah, very, very good question, Elena. Um, I'm a firm believer that great products will always have a seat at the table, right? So I don't think there probably there will be a sort of a shift, but I would not see a significant shift because users will always want access to multiple solutions that are in a way competitive in terms of features and functionalities, and they will always go for something that fits their needs, right? If you are you have something in full site editing that works best, or if you are not an adept of plugins or want to use only something that is it comes from core WordPress, you'll probably go for that. If you want something that is maybe more advanced, has better design, better functionality options, maybe it's easier to use, maybe you'll choose Brizy for that, or other page builder. But I don't, at least right now, I think there is room on the table. In my opinion, full site editing actually and Gutenberg as a solution still has some time to go and to improve until it comes on a level field with the page builder solutions out there.
Performance. Will Breezy Builder prioritize performance optimization as we start building a more complex site with full site editing?
Mhm. Of course, this is a definite yes. We actually, just to give you a bit of a trivia, let's call it. Since we launched Brizy in 2018, I think the code of the entire Brizy platform was written a couple of times already, rewritten. Basically, even if the changes are not seen on the front end, we are continuously working to improve performance, loading time, the code, and everything in the back end. We are refactoring. This is the term in the development space. Basically, we are refactoring all the parts of Brizy constantly, from elements to designs to everything. So yes, this is the performance is something on top of our minds, and we are constantly working on it. Unfortunately, and this is something, it's not something that you always see, right? Because if you don't see it, actually, it's better if you don't see it on each update. If you don't see any changes, nothing breaks, everything works even better. That is when these performance updates are great, and we're focusing on performance 100%. Yes.
Just to add into this question, like Dimi, as I personally feel in the community,
Mhm.
people are using page builders like other than Breezy or
Mhm.
Breezy as well. People are facing issues with the performance. Like I am using this page builder, and like my resources are not properly loading. My
Mhm.
website changes are not visible on the
Yeah.
screen. I
Yeah.
just made these changes, but due to the cache issue, I cannot see the changes. So we are like helping people to clear up the
Mhm.
cache and to and some other people's like I complete my website with the page builder but not
Mhm.
good with the performance. So it is very depending upon page builder to page builder, or uh, is it a lack in the usage of the page builder, like the person is not properly using it? So what
I
would you
think
say about it?
there is also these are very good points. But I think there is also a component that we need to consider here. Besides, of course, besides the optimization and improvement of page builders and coding everything with the latest good practices models and things like this. There is another component very important that I think is a bit underestimated, and this is the the education of what performance, or understanding what performance is, right? Because performance as a word, okay, what is it? Loading faster, or and this performance has multiple levels or multiple layers that needs to be considered. For example, one is the page builder coding, right? One is WordPress. One is hosting, for example. You're going to Cloudways if you want a good hosting, and this is something important. If you're going on a shared $1 hosting, I don't know what no-name company somewhere, you can point the finger at the page builder. It's fine, it's not a problem, but you need to understand that there are certain multiple levels of performance. So hosting, again, what you actually put on your pages is very important. So for example, because I read this, there is this very interesting marketing angle on Divception, or how it's called, and comes from something invented for Divi or something like that, which is I don't agree with at all, because when you look at all the code and you understand that all that code is I don't know, 20, 30, 100 kilobytes, and you are creating your page and uploading a 3 megabytes image on your page, right? And then you
Unoptimized images.
point the finger at Divception.
Yeah.
So there are some things here, and this is, by the way, this is one course in our academy that we plan to do, to explain what performance is, how to measure it, how to do better performance, how to build better websites. Because if you are doing great hosting, and Cloudways can help you with that, if you are building your websites with optimized images, with taking care of not putting, I don't know, third-party embeds that do all sorts of requests on other servers that can put more loading on your page. And if you are following a couple of tips like this, I promise you that with any page builder out there, because this is not about Brizy or about Element or about Divi or about something else, with any page builder out there, you'll hit 80-90 score in Google with no problem. And just to close this, the Google number is only a number. It's not if you're not 100, the sky falls. So anything over 60, 70, you are very well positioned.
To conclude, like, it is look like how you use the builder, so it will impact the performance of your website. If you use it wrongly, so it will definitely impact the performance of your website negatively. So a great answer, Dimi. So the next question is from Laura, and I am a freelance web designer, and I am wondering how Breezy will handle compatibility with existing WordPress theme in the full site editing era. Will we still be able to use our favorite themes, like with the Breezy? They can use their favorite themes or not?
Oh yeah, Laura, it's a very good question. Well, definitely, there is no impact here, because Breezy and all the plugins actually that are page builders or website builders will work the same. There is no impact from the full site editing perspective. So you'll have no problem. You'll be able to use Breezy with like before, with all your favorite themes. It's not an issue. Yes.
Perfect. So Peter is asking, like, I am already built. I already built my website using a different page builder, but is experiencing slow load times and slow performance score. So how can your platform help me to improve my website performance without sacrificing design quality or functionality? So let me just put my input here. Like,
Yes,
Peter,
please.
if you are, like, as Dimi said, if you are using any shared hosting, or your server is shared, the resources are shared, so you may experience these issues with your website. So the step is to check with your hosting as well. And then about the page builder, or you, as you already built your website, so Dimi can better guide you on like how you can do it on Breezy without sacrificing your design quality and functionality.
One thing I will add here as well, and this is important, there is a look at it like a balance, right? You can't have on your page all the animations in the world, and make pages like, I don't know, 20, 30,000 pixels with 20 blocks and have everything there, images, a lot of videos that come from YouTube or Vimeo or whatever. So there is a balance. You need to look what's there on the page, optimize it, try to not have, for example, try to not have too many outside connections. So for example, if you are in band, if you are putting a video, let's my cat here, sorry, I'll I
No
need
issue.
to one second. So if you are having, for example, a video, let's say a video element in Breezy. Let's take Breezy for example, because this is the, if you're adding a video element on your page, if you are putting a YouTube video, that is a request that goes outside to the YouTube servers to bring in that video in the page. And what do you think happens when you have 10 or 20 requests like that to the YouTube servers? If the YouTube servers don't respond very fast, you put some time in the loading of the page. This is one. For this, we've built an option specifically to have a cover image. So for example, you put a cover image on your video, and on the front end, when the user clicks that cover image, then is when the request is done to YouTube to bring in the video. At that point, when the user requests. So there are things like this, tricks like this that we've built in, besides the good hosting, besides the plugins, for example. On our support, Danish, we're seeing my website doesn't work. And when we're logging in there are like 34, 35, 50 plugins installed and activated, right? And it's no wonder that as many things you are putting in a bag from different developers, different code, different, and I'm sure everyone had the best intentions in mind when they coded those solutions. But this is the ecosystem. This is WordPress. You are bringing everything together. Things are
Things will break, yeah.
yeah, exactly. You need to be very careful. The minimal number of plugins, good hosting, what you're putting on your pages, and of course the tool you are using to be optimized.
And just for my clarification and my curiosity, like if I already design a website with another page builder and I want to
Yes.
shift that design to some another page builder, so can I intact the design samely? Because like the other page builder already using the blocks, you are already using blocks, but the difference is in the design. So is it possible to like copy same to same website on another page builder?
Uh, are you referring to a migration sort of thing?
Like for example, I create a website on another page builder, but the performance is not good, so I
Mhm,
want to select the page builder that is light in weight and good in performance. So can
mhm.
I move the complete design? uh, is there any restriction like your design will break, as the same question the person what's name is asked? Yeah,
No, there are
okay.
no restrictions, of course, no restrictions. The only fundamental thing that we need to understand here and to set up as a first step is that there is no magic click and you are switching from Elementor to Breezy or the other way around, right? It's not that. You can build your page and your website, of course, with that design in Breezy or in other page builder, in other solution, without a problem. You can build it, but you need to basically rebuild it. It's not a migration. We are
Okay.
working. We are focusing actually for just to talk a bit migrations here. We are focusing for our enterprise and bigger agency partners, B2B partners. We have a team that does this for us, that helps us with migrations. And you can find, for example, if you want to switch from another page builder to Breezy, just come to our community, and we have a lot of community members there that they are willing to help, and they know the tool inside out, and they are willing to help build that page again, or that website again in Brizy. And by the way, and you can test it, do an A/B testing, and see
The performance result, yeah.
what performance works
Yeah.
best for you.
So it is a good thing, like people can take the support assisted migration, as you said. So the experts can migrate website if someone want to migrate it on Breezy. So that's a
Mhm.
good thing.
Mhm.
So Dimi, like we are at our last question, that is
Yeah.
from Emil, and he's asking like, are page builders suitable for e-commerce site with thousands of products? Is it
Mhm.
worth choosing a page builder over hiring a developer who can provide highly functional pages?
Mhm. Um, just as a baseline, if I would have, let forget about CEO, about Breezy, about page builders. If I would have a thousand of products website, want to build a thousand of products shop, I would probably hire an agency or a developer that knows exactly what they are doing, because building a shop, an e-commerce, a WooCommerce shop, you can do it with Breezy or with other page builders, but shops usually require all sorts of more complex functionality. We're talking payment systems, integrations with Stripe, with I don't know if you are selling physical goods, probably delivery, but it's more complex. And what I would do as a business owner, focus on growing the business, growing the shop, and growing the actual thing that I'm good at, and leave the website building part to the professionals, and go to a developer or an agency that can build and maybe specialized on WooCommerce or WordPress e-commerce websites, even better, and build a professional shop like that, uh, from two reasons. One, because I'm not in the business of doing websites. I'm in the business of selling something, and I would prefer to put my time and experience in that rather than starting to learn how to build websites, because that's not my time is more valuable in building the business rather than building the website. This is one. And second, you will not be able to do, if you are just starting, let's say, you'll not be able to do as good as a job as an agency that this is their bread and butter. Of course, this will not be free, because you'll need to pay for
Yeah,
that website
yeah,
and those services, but you can ensure through a contract, of course, that the website is managed. It has an up time. It has
yeah.
a backup system. It has, so there are some advantages there. This would be my honest suggestion.
Great. So we are done with the questions. So right
Yes.
now we have two questions in the chat.
Mhm.
So Abdul Rahman is asking like, let me share this on a screen as well. So how Breezy Builder is different from other page builders in terms of features?
Abdur will be here all evening if I would start to go through each and every bullet point. Uh, it's a very good, an honest and very good question, of course, because you need to know and want to know what's possible. Just as a bottom line, or as a I think Breezy is the easiest website builder tool to use in WordPress at this minute. We've When we launched Breezy, I got this question a lot, and I think I've told this a couple of times, but I remember it, and it comes to mind. When we launched Breezy in 2018, I got this question: why bring another page builder to the market, right? Because it doesn't make sense. Like when you're throwing something and you're hitting a page builder, it's like mushrooms. They were growing everywhere, the page builders. And this was the question: why bring another one? Will you have success? And we're still here, and we have success. And the reason why we did it, and we are still here, is because we brought something new to the table. The way we've structured on how you're using the builder, the options and everything inside the builder, the user experience, the UI and the ease of use are second to none, and I encourage you to go use it. And there is a further greater discussion about the multi-platform angle, which let you switch from WordPress to cloud to different parts. But this is a WordPress centric webinar, let's call it, and I will not promote our managed platform here.
So thank you so much, Dimi. As we are done with the questions, so thank you for your for your valuable insights today. So we have covered significant ground, and your expertise has provided us with a deep understanding of evolving landscapes of paid builders in the era of full site editing. So before we conclude, I would like to share offer for both Cloudways and Breezy audience. So let me share the discount codes on the screen as well. So if you are a Cloudways customer and you want to use Breezy, so here's the promo code. You can use this promo code to get 20% off on Breezy. So you can note down the promo code. And if you are a Cloudways, Breezy customer and want to use Cloudways, so you can get 20% off for 3 months on all Cloudways plan. So you can use the promo code from here as well. So the promo codes are on your screen. Once again, Dimi, thanks for your time and expertise. We look forward to further engagement with you on some other topics as well. So, heartfelt thank you to our audience and those tuning into the recording as well. So, your engagement enriches our discussions. So, until next time, take care and goodbye. And I would like to say, Dimi, for your closing remarks.
Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I had a blast discussing this, and I'm always interesting to push this forward, because I honestly think that we're together, all of us, all the page builders, WordPress, Gutenberg, full site editing. We are how do you say it? Pulling at the same cart to bring it forward. So the more the better, I say, because competition.
The more competition, the
The
user
more
will get
competition, the
more
better,
benefit. Yeah,
because
yeah,
it brings innovation to the table.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
thank you
So
very much for being here. I wish you all a great evening.
once again, thank you so much, Dimi, for your time. Bye bye.
Bye. All the best.